Welcome to part 2. I'm Digital Enzo, and this is part 2 of the Jing Gong M4a1 Carbine review. As you've seen in the first one, I showed you how to remove the stock. I've shown you a bunch of the metal parts. A few metal parts that I did miss though. One is the dust cover, and this little metal bar that holds the carry handle on. This part's metal. The rear iron sight, actually, when the gun doesn't have this on, there's actually adjustments that you can do. It's really cool. It's a fully adjustable rear iron sight. The bottom one here is for up and down. This one up here is for left and right, for windage. This one's elevation. Now, one thing that I did do, as you can clearly tell, is the M203 grenade launcher. This is most 203s that like Classic Army makes or Craft Apple Works. Those ones actually mount with a rail system. This one's different. This one is mounted to the outer barrel. By the way, the fuse and stuff is housed in the front. The battery usually is housed in the bottom. Here's your fuse box. Here, let me see if I can pull that out. No, I really can't. But fuse box is here. Wiring, you may want to rewire it. It's not that great. See, it mounts here, and there's another part that mounts in between the iron sight. But I forgot to put that one on before I actually mounted the 203. This 203 is built out of ABS plastic, so it's not the greatest material, but it will hold. With this setup, especially in the Jing Gong M4, actually, it's actually a better idea because it adds like a lot of weight, and I really do mean it. It adds about 2, maybe 3 times the weight of the gun on the front. So if you went with a full metal one, yeah, good luck. You'll probably need to put a one-piece outer barrel on it. Internals are metal. Rate of fire isn't the greatest, but stock it's pretty good. Like I said, I did some modifications to it. There's a garter 120 spring inside, an area 1000 bushings. I'll be putting a new shim set in, gears. I'll basically be rebuilding the Mac box, and I'll pretty much show you when that's done. Iron sight though, the front iron sight, don't mess with it too much. You do get like a little thing about that big to adjust the front. It doesn't really help you. I wouldn't try it. The front iron sight, this is a mistake I did. I used to carry it around a lot by the front iron sight. It actually made it really loose. I can't really fix that. Unless someone can tell me how to fix it, that'd be cool. Foregrip, original foregrip is all ABS plastic. I showed you the battery that goes in here. Now they sell Weaver rails, which are rails that you can mount to these foregrips, and you can put like a PEQ box or whatever you want. I'll be putting a functional one later on. It's about 125 bucks. Functional PEQ box with the laser in it. Now with this 203 launcher, I'll show you how to load it and stuff. One cool feature I didn't really realize on this, I don't know, they're probably on all M203s, but it's a cool feature that I didn't really realize. You flip that out, and it's a trigger safety. I thought that was a pretty neat idea because, well, you don't want the 203 popping. Even if there wasn't any gas, you still wouldn't want the 203 off the safety when people are around, because it could, if there's gas and BBs in the shells, it could hurt people, and it will hurt people. So to put the safety off, just push it forward, not too much. Metal parts on here are the safety switch here, the trigger, and as you can see the paint, I don't know if you can tell, but the paint's kind of like wearing down. The trigger guard, and believe it or not, like I said, this 203 is made mostly of plastic. The outer barrel actually is metal, along with the mounts for it, the one inside, and the 203 chamber, I guess, the button you push. You just push this in here. You slide it forward. I have this grenade catch, so when you open it up, try not to drop your grenades. If you do have them, then you just kind of carefully put it out. I do have a what is it? Craft Apple Works. These are made in Japan. 40mm Moscart gas shells. They can run on green. I mean, I run it on green gas, but they can run on red. I don't know how risky that is, but it's a 24-shot shell, and a lot of people ask me, how does it work? And what it is you load the gas through this center valve here, and then you put 4 BBs in each of these 6 holes. You kind of use like a cleaning rod or whatever. You just kind of, you know, stick it down until they don't move. Make sure you put 4 in. They do have anywhere from 16 shot, which is the smallest, all the way up to, I've seen 204 shot shells. Those things are mad. This was about $50. You can pick them up $50 to $60 around there. Not bad. Now, a lot of people just fill the gas until like it's pretty much leaking out. I'd put about 1 second of gas in, and that's like more than enough for a 203 shell of this size. It's got a green backing. I was hoping it would have a gold one, but whatever. With these 2 Roy and the Echo 1 launchers, they have a couple of screws actually on the side here. Be careful when you tighten these. They can actually go into the inner barrel, on the inside of the inner barrel of the 203, and like make it really difficult for your shell. And that scratch, all these scratches you see on the shell itself, especially that big one, and these 2 back here, those were actually all done because of those screws. So be very careful. If you need to sand them down, what I did was I put them in partially and then super glued them in. This grip here for the M203, this grip is plastic. Like I said, it's mostly plastic. Let's see what else. I just said it cost about $500 to completely build it and whatever. It's custom built, actually, SOCOM silencer. This is actually off the stock Tokyo Marui Mark 23 SOCOM. It's a negative thread underneath, but there's an adapter that I have that my friend gave me along with the trade with the Mac 11. If you watch my review on the Mac 11, you'll find out what I traded for it. It's just a little brass adapter that fits inside. Not bad. He actually puts his own custom foam in it, so I got a custom foam in here. Later on, I will be doing a firing test. The battery is not charged right now. That's why I cannot fire it. But the type of battery I use is right here. It's a 9.6 volt V-type battery. It's got the mini connector, as most M4s do, except for the SR16. I believe that's a large type. Now, with the 203 by 2 Roy, I actually had to grind down. I actually brought it to the storefront here, Power Edge Hawaii. Check them out, poweredgehawaii.com. They actually did me a big favor. They took a grinder and ground down this edge and this edge over here, because when I went to fit the battery in, as you can see, it fits right over the barrel. And when I went to fit the battery in, when it was perfectly fine, no modifications done, it would actually sit on the 203 and it wouldn't let me put my foregrip on. So, you know, I had to bring it in, had them sand it down. Luckily for me, they did that for free. By the way, to get the collar off